This life trip is a testament to the sometimes challenging and not so bright side of experimenting with 5-MeO-DMT that is often not emphasized and talked about. My intention for the journey was plunging into nothingness, ultimate merging with the absolute, the dissolution of body and mind, losing my sense of self, full surrender into God. Why do I think that I need the 5-MeO-DMT to realize the unity of all? What keeps me from realizing and embodying it right now? Why do I want to go so far to push the limits? Why do I want to surrender so deeply into the absolute? Where is the infinite, eternal, and all-encompassing truth, if not here, now? Now is the time to know that all that you do is sacred. Now, why not consider a lasting truce with yourself and God? Now is the time to understand that all your ideas of right and wrong were just a child's training wheels, to be laid aside when you finally live with veracity and love. Hafiz is a divine envoy whom the Beloved has written a holy message upon. My dear, please tell me, why do you still throw sticks at your heart and God? What is it in that sweet voice inside that incites you to fear? Now is the time for the world to know that every thought and action is sacred. This is the time for you to compute the impossibility that there is anything but grace. Now is the season to know that everything you do is sacred. That was a poem by Hafiz, and followed by a quote from Rumi: "What you seek is seeking you." One lesson I learned in this journey is be careful with your dosing. I took quite a lot of 5-MeO-DMT in this journey, maybe about 20 milligrams vaped, which can result in an experience that you are not quite ready for. And also, if I take large doses, it's not something I want to do out of ego. And well, retrospectively in this case, I did go into this experience out of an egoistic desire to reach that state of annihilation no matter what, and then recording it to share it with the world. But you can't really brute force your way into that place. It doesn't seem to be up to us. The substance is gonna do what it wants to do. The experience is gonna be what it is. So I want to emphasize the danger of expectations, because this was not what I expected. No nothingness, no bliss. It was not aligning with my intentions, and I wasn't able to leave my intentions behind. Expectations open up the possibility for disappointment. Expecting a heavenly, blissful, God-realized state just because we know it's possible is not helpful. Expecting a hellish, fearful state of terror just because we know it's possible is not helpful. Surrender is the key. I want to quote James Orrock, who wrote in his book Tryptamine Palace: "I remember the overwhelming sense that I had no idea of the force of this substance that I was toying with." That proved to be true for me as well. It shattered my foundations in a way that was enormously difficult to integrate.
Alright. Interesting. Very intense. Different than I expected. I expected to go into the nothingness.
But you didn't.
But there was more content.
Ah. Was it clear to you what the content was?
Also, the emotional side was interesting,
What did you-
especially at the end.
Mhm.
It got even more intense, which was unexpected, because I thought it was just the intensity of the beginning. So
What-
there were subtle feelings of fear,
Mhm.
uncertainty. Very intense.
So there was still a part of you left that was able to feel these feelings, or was it like, was it you who was feeling these feelings?
There was very little sense of myself.
You say very little. Do you mean no, not at all, or?
No, I was aware.
Mhm.
I was aware of the experience,
Mhm.
which is interesting. Because then there comes this process of I want to let go.
Yeah.
I want to let go and surrender deeper, deeper and deeper and deeper. And this was intense, very, 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 very intense, but in a different way. Very interesting. But yes, surrender is the key. Surrender is the key.
Were you aware that you had smoked 5-MeO DMT?
Periods.
Mhm.
I think overall, yes. Overall, I was aware. I don't know what to do with this experience.
How are you feeling now?
Good, good. I feel very, very good. It's interesting. I have looked up one of the definitions of the word medicine is to bring into balance that which was in chaos.
Mhm.
I like that definition
Yeah.
of medicine because I do feel like it brings into harmony and into balance that which was in chaos.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Always a surprise. Always different than you expect. Always, always,
Yeah.
always, always, always. Expect to be surprised.
Yeah.
I was also surprised that it was so emotionally difficult at the end.
Mm.
I was like, because the beginning was so transpersonal, connected, but there was still this sense of me and I want to let go.
Mhm.
And that was getting difficult because it was getting very intense, and I was having kind of a little bit of a difficulty to fully surrender. Not to be afraid of it. It's overall when I go into these experiences, usually I have a certain sense of fear, and this certain sense of fear was limiting me to smoke enough.
Mm.
So that is why I wanted to go for the breakthrough, but underlying, unconsciously, I had the fear of the breakthrough and not the courage to go in. And that's why I unconsciously, even though I consciously tried to go for the breakthrough, was smoking sub-breakthrough doses. I think that's it. Thank you all for watching Significant Experience. If you want to check out my work, check out the channel. All the love to all of you. Blessings, 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 blessings. I have a website, psychedelicactualization.com. You can check it out. Blessings. Blessings to this life, to this experience. So
Blessings.
different than I expected.
Wow.
Ah!
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.